This is the tool of choice. Labor intensive, but I don't consider it work.
His own two hands in the soil. That's the way Jules Dervaes likes it. Feeling the crop he's created on land no one thought was farmable, except for him.
My tool is a trowel, and that doesn't take up much space. And my feet walk down the beds of the between the beds, and they walk the front yard, and you really don't need that much space.
Space, or lack thereof, is actually the challenge for Dervaes because he lives on a residential street with no room to grow, just a mile from the busy streets and freeways of Pasadena. This city farmer is now doing the unusual. He's making a living off of his garden and turned the very little land he has from a typical suburban lawn into a lush cornucopia.
When I started this project, it was just basically for me, and it was a hobby, but I got serious about it when the genetically modified foods came out. Plus, in Pasadena, the food was costing a lot.
Hey, Jordy, here comes the greens.
For the last 8 years, Dervaes and his 3 children, Anise, Justin, and Jordan, have challenged themselves to produce an abundance of food on 1/10 of an acre.
So far, we've produced annually over 6,000 pounds, so that's 3 tons of food. This year, we're challenging ourselves to go for 10, grow for 10, we're calling it, and we're trying to get 10,000 on our 10th acre little urban farm here.
That's right, 3 tons of food created on less than an acre. To do this, both the front and backyards are utilized to grow 350 varieties of organic fruits and vegetables, which the family then sells to restaurants and catering companies.
All right, thanks.
I never thought that we would have a surplus. It was nice enough to feed your family, but when it kicks in, and we were amazed at how much we could produce here. We could actually make money in the city as farmers, which is an amazing, feat to think that you could be farming in the city on micro acreage.
To some, this is just a micro farm, but Jules claims this is a homegrown revolution and dubs him and his family eco-pioneers. They even call what they're doing on the farm a path to freedom because his family is taking strides towards self-sufficiency.
So you're going to get the eggs in?
Yeah, get the eggs. My dad's my inspiration. He's somebody I really would love to follow in footsteps because he's made quite a difference. And he's really, I thank him every day for what he's done for me as a child. It's not something my father's told me to do. He put me on the right path.
That path led them to find new techniques to help their alternative lifestyle, like creating biodiesel for their pickup truck.
We drive about less than 4,000 miles a year, so we use about 30 gallons a month. So that's all I have to make.
Jules says this transformation did not come easy. In fact, turning around their underused urban space was plagued with problems.
I looked at what I had, and I had basically, it scared me what I had. I had poor soil, okay? I had very little space, and I'm thinking, you can't grow a diet on a fraction of an acreage in the city. The location was, in the midst of a city, and I just couldn't believe I could do that. But I determined that I should give it a good try.
I think my dad, he did the front yard back in the 90s. He mulched it. I guess we thought it was a little nuts, but now I love what I'm doing, and I hope I'm doing this the rest of my life.
Dervaes says looking back at previous generations has helped him become a smarter farmer.
This is changing my attitude of how much you can grow in such a little space. There are techniques that you forget about, that people had kitchen gardens like this forever, food outside your back door. Well, we can't grow wheat fields, but we certainly can put a dent in our food bill by growing as much fruits and vegetables as we can.
We feel empowered that, we can know that with these 2 hands, we can make a life here on this earth. And we were put here to be stewards, so in a sense, it's our responsibility.
For these urbanites, their path to freedom has begun. And as the proud father leading the way, making his organic oasis in the city is the best way to ensure a better tomorrow.
When you do something worthwhile and you're on a mission, if you challenge yourself, the good works and good actions will come out and be evident, and then the change will happen all over.